I wanted to give a brief history because a lot of people don't know what the history is and how did we get here. In 2012, in the legislative session, I know Senator Beach was there, Senator Kessler was there, some of the delegates were there, and Jason Donahue came in with a drawing and a plan, a big plan. This was all woods. This was all grown up. That was abandoned coal fields. It started there, and then it went through the process. It went to Granville. It went to the county commission. The county commission, Jason, he and I still talk about that 8 months grilling. It took him 8 months. And he was representing the Lynch family, John and Bob Lynch. Those three were the spearhead, and we need to applaud their efforts and their work here. Now, during that 8-month period, we developed a division. In the vision, what it was all about was the west side. Was that area there, 400 acres there. We have over 40 property owners. We knew that eventually, sometime, some of this may be developed, but it would be never developed to its optimum. And Jason came back with a plan and another plan and another plan. But our vision was to create a commercial economic development area that would reach to Milan Park, that would provide places for work and home and recreation, all in Milan Park. That was the vision. Once the commission adopted, they sent it to the legislature in 2013. Bob Beach at that time was the head of transportation, and we had our Senate president. They led the charge. They did all the heavy lifting down there. But it drug on and drug on and drug on. And that's okay. But if anyone goes to my Facebook, I got a picture. I'm going to pass this picture around. It's atop the banner. And it was a defining moment for Monongalia County and a defining moment for this project, a defining moment for my commission time. That was when the Chamber of Commerce, the labor unions, WVU, the developer, the legislatures, Morgantown, Granville, Westover, we all got on a conference call to the governor. That was April 17, 2013. And it was at that point that the governor agreed to put it on the special session. And then Senator Kessler and Senator Beach could complete their good work to complete this project, particularly to get the interchange in. Since that time, a mere 27 months, there's been over $300 million of construction in some process is already laid out. 12 days ago, Jason Donahue, myself, Holly Childs with the Development Authority, and I went down and met with Secretary of Commerce Keith Burnett and the Secretary of Revenue Bob Kiss and their top staff. We had an extremely productive meeting, and one of the things that sort of epitomizes some of the confusion was how fast we were moving. When they laid out this interchange, when the DOH plan, I was talking to Jason about that just now, they wanted to put a spur on the west end. They didn't want to go to the roads in the west end because they knew it'd be 4 or 5 years or maybe never that anything would be done on the west end. Well, that's proven wrong, and we're moving ahead thanks to all of you. Thanks to the Lynches and the Development Authority and all. That was an extremely productive meeting. I want to read the letter, or a portion of the letter that we received from the Development Office. Please allow this correspondence to serve as official notice that the West Virginia Development Office has reviewed the Monongalia County Commission's application to issue additional bonds or notes to help finance expanded development of the University Town Center Economic Opportunity District. The West Virginia Development Office has determined that the application is complete and hereby approves additional bonding capacity in the amount of $25 million, bringing the total maximum bonding capacity for this district to $70 million. We can build our roads. We can build it. We're on our way. I want to explain that that is bonding capacity. That is the Monongalia County excise tax, which the legislation has passed to allow future funds, future revenues from the sales tax will pay off that bond. There's no money coming from any general revenue. It's not being diverted. Any current tax that's gone there is still going down there. I did hear some comments from some people say, well, you shouldn't put the $25 million over there. You should put it on my road. Well, we're not getting $25 million. We're taking a risk. The bondholders are taking risks. The Lynches are taking risks. We're all taking risks. I wanted to do this here specifically to make sure that we recognize everybody that made this possible. Everyone. And I'm going to go down the list and identify yourself and anyone. And I want Senator Beach or Senator Kessler, both of you, say a few words, as well as Jason Donahue. But anyone else that wants to say anything, please chime in. Jason Donahue, John Lynch, and Bob Lynch. WVU is represented. Who do you have, Ron? Justice? Okay, speak up so everyone can hear. Okay. I text Oliver Luck. I was texting Oliver Luck back and forth, and I was reminded that every time Oliver Luck got up and talked about this project, he kept saying, yeah, and Eldon's, all he ever wants to talk about is the West Side. All he wants to talk about is the West Side. All he wants to, and I reminded him of that, and he texts back, and his response was, Eldon, the future Monongalia County is on the West Side and further. So that's his view. So we've got to thank Oliver Luck and WVU. Hazel and Bill, Hazel Kennedy and Bill Bartola were the first commissioners on this. I want to thank our two current commissioners, our President Tom Bloom and our other commissioner Ed Hawkins. Both of them are highly supportive, and I want to thank them for the support they give me in working on this project. Thank you very much. I want to recognize the town of Granville. Who we got from Granville here? Ron, good to see you. Westover. We have Westover here. Oh, here we got Westover. A couple people from Westover. And of course I recognize Senator Beach and Senator Kessler. Delegate Joe Statler, Barbara Flesher, she was on it, she's on now, and she was on it on the early part. So thank you. I want to recognize the Chamber of Commerce, Frank Vitale and Dan Kimball. I want one of you to come up and say a few words after Bob. We had some people from labor that was going to come. Senator Learhart, I'm sorry. Senator Learhart. We got Mark Music and the sheriff here. Milan Park and the Development Authority. We got any representatives here? And Morgantown, thank you. Morgantown, thank you, Marty. That was one thing, if you notice in that picture, all the municipalities were together. So I am thrilled to report what I believe is the most important facet of this whole ability to get additional bonding. In our first year of the sales tax, the Monongalia County excise tax, we had projected $279 million in gross sales. Our first year performance was $409 million, $134 million increase, and we're on track to be even more this year. So it's been highly successful. I want to take this moment before I turn it over to Senator Beach and thank Governor Earl Ray Tomblin. He has a tough job down there. I want to thank Secretary Keith Burdett. He also has a tough job. But I believe that they now clearly understand that Monongalia County can be the leader and help the rest of the state. As we rise, the rest of the state rise. And I personally want to thank each and every one here, and I miss some people, Tom Amon and Thaggart, Bob, Alan, sorry. Okay, and I missed some other people. You can just announce yourself. What I want to do before we leave, before anyone leaves, I want everyone lined up along here together. Monongalia County United, with a picture of the west side, because this might be the last time. I want to, well, maybe before I turn it over to Senator Beach, maybe I ought to recognize Jason Donahue. You want to say a few words?
Go for it. All right. Well, hey, we do. On behalf of the developer Monview, we're very appreciative of all the help that everybody here has given us. This was an idea that started a long time ago, as Eldon said, and incrementally we added to it with input from everybody here. And we continue to make it better with the input of everybody here. And we couldn't get it done without everybody here. Everybody plays a role in some way, and Mr. Callen is absolutely right. We thank you. We couldn't do it without your help, and we really appreciate that, and we look forward to making it happen. So anytime you have any questions or anything about things, feel free to call us, we'll do it. But on behalf of Monview, which is the Lynch family and Consol Energy, we're very, very appreciative of your help. Thank you very much.
He was the leader on this interchange and helped us keep it from being a stub.
Well, let me first say that Senator Prezioso and Senator Williams apologize for being with us today. Both of them had previous appointments. They wish they could be here. They know it's an exciting occasion for all of us. I want to recognize Senator Manchin's office back here. I'm going to just facilitate Senator Manchin's office. Pretty amazing day. We saw the thing about 2012. Jason and I met over a cup of coffee at Starbucks. And he rolls out this big map and says, hey, this is what I have an idea of. And these are the people who are promoting it. He said, what can we do? And I said, the first thing we need to do is talk to this guy right here. Senator Jeff Kessler, president of the Senate at that time, and a quick meeting with Senator Prezioso, and he was finance chair at that time. And what was nice about that meeting was they jumped right on board. It wasn't a big sales. I mean, it wasn't a big sales pitch for anyone. Everyone saw the value in this project and what it would do for our community. Listening to you recant those numbers in regards to the dollars that are coming to the community now and what the future holds for us is pretty amazing. You know, I too know that it's a team effort. I see Barbara back here on the House side who helped push it through as well. Many members who were there, who aren't with us right now, helped make this project possible, both on the House side. And at times we thought the wheels were falling off that bus. But slowly we got them back to the table and everything worked out to our liking. But again, I want to thank everyone for coming out today. Again, thank Senator Commissioner Eldon Callen for all his work in this, and thank you.
Thank you, Bob. I miss Diane Domenici, our county administrator, plus Renetta. McClure, our assistant administrator, couldn't be here, but without their help and work, us commissioners would be worthless. Some people think we're worthless anyway. Senator Kessler.
Absolutely, I'd be happy to. And I just want to look around here, and I'm reminded of the fact when sometimes when you dream big, you can do big things, right? And when Elton first came to me with Jason and Bob and said this needs to be done, you know, I had a little bit of experience with sales tax increment financing, because the very first one that was done in the state was done up in my backyard up in Wheeling when we did started out as Victorian Wheeling, but ended up being the Cabela's project in the Highlands development. And I looked around there at the time and I said, someone give me a good reason why this won't work. How much are we getting right now in sales tax up on that hillside? 0. What are we getting on this property and property tax? Not much, or at least minimum. So I look around here today, and so we went forward with that, and it works. You know, there's 3,400 jobs up there now at the highway, and there's hundreds of millions of dollars of investment, and it's a win-win. So when you came to me and said sales tax financing would work, I knew it would work. So I'm going to ask you the question, just 3 short years ago, how many dollars were being generated up here in sales tax for the state of West Virginia? 0. What do we have now? $400 million and growing. Now that's a powerful message. How many jobs you got up here right now? Not counting the contractor jobs, thousands, and there's more to come. So it does take vision. I want to thank you for your dedication. I want to thank Jason for his hard work, the Lynch family for their vision, putting their name on the line and making this happen, because it is. And you're right, Bob was the Transportation and Infrastructure Chair at the time, and Roman was your Finance Chair, and Bob Williams was Economic Development Chair. All those things came together. The good news is we all represented Mon County too, so it a little made it easier to sell to that group. So we can do good things. I'm glad to see Senator Leonhardt is here today, and the delegates, Fleischhauer and also Joe Statler. I don't think we missed anyone. They've been equally supportive during the expansion of these efforts throughout other areas of the state. But it does work, we do good things, and it only happens if we all pull together. And that's the beauty of this project. So thank you very much.
Barbara, you were the delegate that was through the whole thing. You have anything you'd like to say?
I would like to thank everybody. This is great evidence. This is really a testament to the idea and the faith everyone had, and it's really, really exciting. It does take two to tango. We had some difficulties getting into the House Resolution project or something with waivers, management, and all parties were able to agree on. And I do think it's really important that people understand. I think that one of the misconceptions in the county has to do with money being diverted to this from the road fund. The road fund is sacred, and all the money for the road fund is being used. There's just not enough of it. And this is a totally different source of money that is being used to build something new. And it does have a little bit to do with roads, but it is not any money that could ever have been used to repair roads. And that there's a big misunderstanding about that. This is something new, exciting. It's something the legislature has different kind of way to raise revenue, and we're seeing the results of it, and we've seen the results of it already on top of it. So I'm thrilled to be here today, and it did take a lot of people coming together. So thank you all for your hard work, and we can't wait to see another 400, 500. And those are some amazing numbers.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to say a few words before the dynamite goes off here. You know, it's easy to talk about numbers and acres and jobs and things, but really at the end of the day, what it comes down to are people. And I can't think of a nicer family that I've ever met than the Lynch family. Join me in recognizing them again. Along with Dan Kimball and Jack and the staff, I have the ability to represent our board and over 400 businesses in this community. And the businesses that are growing here depend on dedication and investment from families like the Lynch family. It also depends on great people and great representatives. I see the CDB's represented here, but we have county commissioners that not only can see across the interstate, but they actually have vision of building a greater state, vision of building a greater community. and a greater region. So I really want to thank the county commission, the president, as well as former commissioner members that have helped out so much. But our delegates and our state representatives, our local representatives, but I really, really want to say thank you to the business people that have helped make this region grow over the last many years. It's a great place to be. It's an exciting place to be. And I look forward to all the new jobs that are going to come to our community. Thank you.
I want to recognize Bill Austin, MPO, and Miss Tim, Peggy from CBB, thank you. Did I miss anyone else? Just speak up. We want to know who.
Harry.
Huh? Harry, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm honest. If I don't remember your name, I just tell you. I do my best. Does anyone else want to say anyone on the deal?
The only thing I would have to say is I'm real proud of the students working in the back it's local and state. This side of the interstate is not here we're keeping the jobs right here in the state.
Right here in the state. That's good. Thank you. Joe, would you like to say something? Service.
I just want to hit a quick perspective that's not been talked about here today. In the 1980s and 90s, I served a mine form in the Osage mine. Osage and Arkwright wore on top of the hill there was a slurry pond. And I'll never forget when they said they were going to do this development up here. Not going to work, it's going to sink. We put too much stuff up there. So I will like to testify for the coal industry. It can be turned back into very useful ground, and this is going to be more useful than it ever was before, and I certainly thank everyone for making that happen.
John, would you like to say something? Good. Hey, you want to take a picture? Anyone else like that?
Okay, I'll take a picture. Who I can throw over?